Before I even read their full flavoring profile, when I was reading, I was just skimming it through. So I read cinnamon whiskey has become of culture, right? That's all I read. And I was like, yeah, let's just skim through it again. And in my head, I was like, cinnamon whiskey might taste like Fireball, but this is what I read now. Cinnamon whiskey has become a cultural phenomenon with the emergence of Fireball. If you love Fireball, you'll love HH, which is Hamilton's Heat. So I always told myself the two whiskeys that I love the most is Jack Daniels and Fireball. And I always told myself Jack Daniels needs to hurry up and come out with a cinnamon whiskey so that way I can stop buying Fireball or Jack Daniels and I just focus on Jack Daniels. This flavor, again, blew me away. It tasted exactly, exactly like Fireball. Of course, it's cinnamon. It's going to be really strong, especially on a dripper. You take that inhale, you can't take too much because it'll grab your throat and it won't allow you to get as much because cinnamon is a very potent and strong flavor. But, I was taking a couple little, just kind of pulsing the button there and getting some flavor, and it tasted exactly like Fireball, and I was blown away. My inhale, very, very strong cinnamon, and on my exhale, I got that whiskey flavor. So, exactly like a Fireball. All right, up next is Old.
Okay, Hamilton Heat is a cinnamon vape. On the inhale, as it hits the tongue, you get a nice hot cinnamon flavor. Not too hot, but definitely spicy. It kind of reminds me of a Fireball, atomic fireballs, but different. As in, it's got a lot more flavor, and it does have heat with it. But it is a very, very good vape. This is definitely going to be a favorite. I give this, on my scale, a 4. That's a howl. Hamilton's Heat, really, really good.
Cinnamon Fireball. Okay. If you've ever had any of those new cinnamon flavored whiskeys, right? Fireball whiskeys. Bingo. And it's done perfectly. This is like spot friggin' on. It is. The whiskey, right there. The fireballness, the cinnamon, is there, but it's not like, you know how I am, right? I make my own cinnamon red hot stuff for a daily vape. And if it's, I'm not choking it out, right? This is good.
This time with Hamilton Heat. I'll read the flavour profile out to you. It's this cinnamon whiskey has become a cultural phenomenon in the emergence of the Fireball. If you love Fireball, you'll love Hamilton. Whew. Okay, that has got a hell of a throat hit to it. I'll just let my throat settle down a bit. As you can tell, with me not blowing massive clouds of this, it is... okay, so what do we get from it? Let's gather our thoughts a bit. As soon as you press the button on this and start to vaporise the juice, you get a massive throat hit of aniseed, stroke, cinnamon. Very, very strong. It's a nice flavour, don't get me wrong. This is 6 milligrams, perhaps it'll be a little bit more subtle at 3, but I think it's actually the flavouring rather than the nicotine level that's given me such a strong throat hit. As you vape it, it's see if we can get used to it. So I would say, yeah, if you like aniseed, but be prepared, this is not for the faint-hearted. It probably worked perhaps better in a tank than a dripper, this one, because I'm finding it personally, as you can see, it's just a bit too potent to hit properly. But nevertheless, it is really nice. Certainly not for the big, massive lung hit for this one, for me anyway. But yeah, again, very true to its description and a really nice.
We're trying Hamilton's Heat, which is like a cinnamon whiskey, right? If you like Fireball, supposedly you like. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon flavors. If it burns my throat, not a fan. But I haven't tried this one yet, so we're gonna see. So same consistency. I think all the juices are pretty much like a 70-30 or 60-40. But let's try this and see how she is. Really strong cinnamon, not to where it burns you though, if that makes sense. And you get the whiskey with it almost at the same time. It tastes like Fireball. If you like Fireball, this is right up your alley, I'll tell you right now. It tastes like Fireball. That's the best review I can give you. It tastes like Fireball. It's good. I don't know if I would vape this all day, but they nailed it. It tastes just like Fireball. So hey, if we put the cork back in here, if you like Fireball, go check this one out, Hamilton's Heat. So again, we're gonna